We are on YouTube. Morning, YouTube. This is one more immersion in Talking Talk. Talking Talk is a platform to learn more language, different kind of language. I think that nowadays we have French, Spanish, and English. I don't remember if we have another one, maybe Italian. I don't think so. But yeah, it's this one. And well, my name is Bianca. I am a sociologist and demographer. I'm living in Philadelphia nowadays, doing part of my PhD program in here, and it's really hot in this place. It seems that I am breathing a wall of fire sometimes. It's different from Brazil. It seems that the air is warmer, it's with water and so on. So, man, it's just wild. And well, nowadays, in my free time, I made some friends in here, so I like to spend time with them, drinking a beer in the weekend and playing some instrument, gossiping. I learned how to play truco, and I discovered that I am really good doing that. I don't know how to lie. This is a curiosity about me, but I can play, I give you a job in there. So it was really funny. But yeah, it's this. And you, Aparecida, please, could you introduce yourself for us?
Yes, good morning, Aka. Here today is a bit cold yet. We have 17 degrees. For me, it's cold, but yesterday was 11. Today it's better. But for me, I feel with a bit of cold yet. But it's okay. And oh, wow. I'm working in IT area with the cost management of infrastructure project. I'm studying to obtain a new certification. I'm studying to do the exam in the next month. I want to do 2 exams, but I need to study more. And I have six cats. One of my cats died in I don't remember the day, 3 days ago, I believe. One old cat, but I love them. We are suffering yet because of this, because a cat stay with us during 15 years, a long time. Uh, I am a little sad yet, but it's this, it's the life.
Yeah, Aparecida, I'm sorry about that. I'm really sorry. And you are always doing some certification programs. This is nice. It's nice to always actualize your curriculum. I think that your last one, it was AWS, if I'm not wrong.
I got the certification last year, Azure certificate. I did the exam and got the certificate, Azure.
Mhm.
Now I am studying to got a certificate, obtain certificate of AWS and focus to framework of PNOPs.
Okay, good luck, girl. I believe in you and in your cats
I'm
too.
trying to.
And you, Michele, please, could you?
Hello guys, good morning. I'm Kylie. Um, Today here is 19 degrees. For me, it's cold too. I live in Goiânia. I have 2 cats only. I don't have any kids. I'm married. Um, I work in a health area. I am a PhD student too. Nowadays, I'm writing my thesis. Um, I have a part-time job too. I work as a study coordinator in clinical trials in the same place as I'm doing my PhD. In my free time nowadays, I'm like to reading a books and watching some series, but I'm not having the free time a lot because the thesis. I'm here in TalkNtalk since January of this year to improve my English. No, I think so.
Yeah, it's a lot to do. A PhD and work at the same time. Good luck with that, Michaeli. We are with you. And you, Osvaldo, please, could you introduce yourself for us?
Yeah, for sure. Good morning. You are together. Okay, girls. Well, um, today here it's warmer than yesterday. It's 13 degrees. For me, it's good. You know, yesterday had frost during the night here. So today it's better than yesterday. And about me. Well, I'm doing consult services about to repositioning myself on the market and technology market, focused in international roles, you know. And I'm currently receiving some job offers. Of course, I know I'm gonna face a lot of challenges at back along the way. I'm trying to get good opportunities a long time ago, and I know that I need to continue improve myself to, yeah, and including my confidence in speaking English, you know. I was impressed with a colleague some days ago where he decided to speak with me in English in a random time. You know, we were talking about in Portuguese, and when I said that I was practicing English every day, he decided to test me in a joke way. But it was fun because I was able to speak with him, and he speak English very, very well. And he said I'm in a good level as well. So I felt good with this feedback. So yeah, this helped me a lot to think more about myself and to see that I'm able to do that. So that's it about me today.
Yeah, nice, man. Sometimes take time to see the results, but I'm pretty sure that all efforts that we make, we are gonna see the
Yeah,
results, to plant, to pick the fruits later, and so on. So
yeah, yeah.
let's do this. And starting with you, Osvaldo, please, the question number one, and you can answer your parents and you can answer Steve Jobs or so on. It's not a problem. Feel free about that. But what does admiration mean to you, first of all? And how does it influence your actions or beliefs?
Well, my inspiration people had been changed along the way, accordingly my current interesting, you know. For example, but yeah, interesting thing that the most of time I used to admire sportmen or women people, you know. So currently, I really admire Ayrton Senna and Kobe Bryant journey. I've watched some documentaries about them, some interviews, and I really admire the way that they put effort in. They had been put effort in their career, you know. So that's inspire me. For example, Kobe Bryant used to start his training before everyone and finished after everyone, you know. And Ayrton Senna is about he was a terrible racer when he was a child, but he decided that he would be one of the most racers in the world. So he put that in his mind, and he had been persuaded this along their journey. That's it.
Yeah, that's nice. And bring to us a question, if what matter most, I guess, effort or how can I say when you're born with an ability?
I don't know if I saw you, Yank. I'm sorry.
This
Talent.
bring talent, yes. If what matter most, talent or effort. Because
Oh, yeah, I
sometimes we
know.
are not born with that ability, but if we put effort on it, we can be better, I guess, and change the stuffs and so on.
Yeah.
And you, Michael, could you go next?
For me, admiration means recognize and respect qualities in someone that I want to develop in myself. I don't have any specific person that I admire. I'm like the person in the video. I prefer admire people around me, like my friends, my husband, my parents too. I think I prefer and I like to stay with this kind of person that I have something in your life that I want in my life. Like, for example, I have a friend that she have 2 kids and live just for them. And for me, it's amazing because I can't do that. I can't imagine me as a mother just be a mother. I know it's very difficult to be a mother, but she do that with a lot of happiness, and he really loves do that. So for me, admire people is like admire people around me, close to me, like my friends, my husband, my parents. I don't have any, unfortunately, I don't have any specific person like famous or a scientist that I admire. I never thought about that.
Yeah, it's fine. But I think that sometimes I'm very aligned to you because I really admire pregnant women or moms because it's a lot of work, man. I think Aparecida can say better about that, but it's 9 months of job, full-time job, and then later too, and give birth, it seems that it hurts a lot. So I really admire the women that decided to pass through it. And yeah, and it's this nowadays. What do you think, Aparecida? I admire you, girl, about your kids and so on. It must be difficult.
Yes, mother, it's too complicated, but it's okay. Women can do this. We can. We are prepared our body, but sometimes not our mind. We need to work with our mind every single day because it's so hard. It's so hard. We need to improve ourselves to be better every day. For me, it's this, be mother. I want to be a better person for be the example for my daughter. The next example, she stay with me all the day because I'm working at home, and it's like a mirror. I know we are a mirror for our not for only for our children, but to the children around us, teenagers in general, that they care if you have one children and one teenager near you because they look for us and they copy. It's normal. And if they copy us, it's better, like you, Michaela said, better than copy a strange because of the fame or something like this, because only the appearance or something like this. Well, back to the question here. I believe admiration is important in our lives, of course, but in the past, when I was young, a teenager, for example, I like Osvaldo said, my admiration was to singers or actors or something like this. But nowadays, no, I understand who this kind of person don't give me and most of time they don't give good examples on good things, and I prefer admire nowadays persons who give me a good examples like persons, good actions, give their actions reflect what they are. For me, is this what these persons who I admire brings for the the real world, what they are doing, in fact, not big things, like Michaela said. No, it's about this. Day by day, we are human. We live, see what defines us. It's what we do. Short things, not big things, but what we do every single day. We open a door, we help someone in the street, something like this. It's so hard nowadays. When we see something doing this, it's so wonderful. I love when I see this. For me, it's about this, but we can do something more too. And I try look for Sebastião Salgado. One person who I admired was Sebastião Salgado. He was he was famous, but he did something with the money, something good. And we have a lot of anonymous persons doing something too, but we don't know. Sometimes we don't know. The person who gives something more, normally they don't put in social medias. Normally they don't put. For me, it's good to admire someone, but when we understand what is this, it's better admire who gives more to the planet, to the society. It's this for me.
Yes, for sure. I was missing a name, and you gave a very, very nice name, Sebastian and his wife. Like they reforest a big part of a land, I guess. And I think that they give them they gave their lives doing this reforesting. And it was very beautiful. And his pictures and photos are very
And
beautiful
about the
too.
reforest they did, it's so wonderful. It's amazing for the planet. For a big example to it's possible do this. It's possible.
Mhm.
We can if we want, we can do.
Yes, and it was just two people. It was very nice. Thank you, Aparecida, for your example. And well, in my case, now after Sebastião Salgado, I am ashamed to say anything. I don't know. But thinking about people that do good stuffs and a work that I would like to do more. Yeah, I don't know if I have the courage to do, but I really admire Padre Julio Lancelot, for example, that really helps people that lives in the streets. I think that's a good name or someone that exemplify what we are discussing here now. I love Erika Hilton too. I know that is a polemic name, but I really like her. And thinking about my life, there is a teacher that I work with. Her name is Luciana Lima, and he studies mortality and how can we live longer with more quality of life, because we are living longer, but are we having quality of life during this time? So she's trying to study this, and she's putting AI to do that too. So she's merging sociology with demography, that is mortality, and AI programs and machine learning programs to study more this stuff. And she does everything, all of this, and at the same time, she can have a good life with her husband, you know. She surfs, she drink beers with her husband, she have fun, she put her friends together and have fun with them. And at the same time, she studies something that has an impact on the society too, that can help people in the practical way, I guess. I really admire her, mainly how she balance her job and her life, I guess. To me, it's something that I am really trying to do nowadays. But yeah, going to the next one. Michael, please, could you go to the second one?
Yes. Do you think admiration is a form of connection or distance between people? Why? I believe admiration can be both a form of connection and distance. It depends on how we experience it. I think when we admire someone with respect and empathy, it creates a connection, like we may try to learn from them. But like Aparecida and Osvaldo said before, when were teenager, we always admiration people that is different from us, like singer or actor. It's like idealization. So when admiration turns into idealization, we're thinking the person is perfect or better than us, and to create a distance, it create a comparison with us. So I think the admiration can't be both, and distance and connection depends how we think about that, how we experience it, and depend the person that we admiration to.
Yes, perfect answer. Thank you. And thinking about deeply about that in the question number 7, can admiration be a form of self-reflection, and how so?
I think admiration it's like someone can someone have something that I won't be in my life. So I think it's about self-reflection. It's always easy to see the things in another person first, than in ourselves. So I think it's like a self-reflection. Yes.
Yeah, and as you said, like sometimes we admire some qualities of other person, and then we can try to think about ourselves and try to develop maybe and be better thinking about these persons, I guess. What do you think, Aparecida? Do you agree? But yeah, I merged these two questions actually because I thought that the question number 2 it was too easy because of this. I brought this other one. But do you think, Aparecida, that admiration is a form of connection or distance between people? And how can admiration be a form of self-reflection? Yeah.
So for me, I believe yes, admiration is a form of connection, a good or bad connections, like Michaela said. If you admire, idolize a person like a singer or something like this, we don't have contact, or they don't have, most of time, of course, not all of this kind of person don't have nothing to fear, good values in general. But when we admire, when we have a health admiration, uma admiração saudável, we can bring something for our lives good, because we are looking for one person who brings some kind of example, good example, who we want to be something like this, like one person who take care of the nature, reforest the land, something like this, or help animals on the streets, for example. For me, it's are things we need learn around us, and admire and try be better. Of course, sometimes we can't because our personality, but try do something who we can with our personality, of course. And linking with the question number 7, of course, I believe we can have a good self-reflection when we admire good persons who give good examples and have good actions. Normally, I think about this when I admire someone, and I have one example in my life. One old boss, one girl who was a good boss for me, and a big example, like human persons, different of all the others bosses I had in the past and until now. And one person who will look, and I want to have one quality of this person in my life. It's about this, and it's a self-reflection to be a bear because one example, a good example next to you, not a idol, distant person, because we can't see this person, talk with this person, have one example, one admiration with a person next to you. It's there, of course, like Michaela said, because we look this person, we know this person, and we know what this person do every day, how this person act with the others. For me, it's this. Of course, I reflect a lot when I see one person who I admire because of their actions. It's this.
Yes, I agree with you, Aparecida. And sometimes we admire, and I think we can admire anyone that we want, but we admire people that came from a different background than us. And sometimes we around us we have people that have more similar background, I guess. Like I don't have heritage. It's difficult to me to compare myself or admire or take as inspiration people that had a huge heritage because we are won't be the same, never, I guess. It's more easy to me to have someone that has have the same background and put effort to grow up in the life, as I am doing now, I guess. It's more similar. I don't know. What do you think, Osvaldo, about these two questions?
Well, it's hard to choose one kind of person or just one or two people that I really admire, you know. My admirations used to come from some drama movies. Uh, for example, I can bring the example from in Portuguese title the movies O Menino de Pijama Listrado. That father, the way that that father tried to show um, um, perseverance in that environment, it was amazing. I really like this kind of histories, you know. And I said a long time ago, I said here, ex manager, a leader that I worked. I really admire that guy. I'm sure that he doesn't watching us, but he is Bruno Manilha. I have connection with him in my LinkedIn. To be honest, he saved me when I was fired in another area within the company that I worked a long time ago. I send him a message asking for some job. I said to him that I was fired in that project, and the same in that at the moment he said to me, "Oh, I have a job for you. Just send me your CV and wait for a moment that someone will text you." Okay, okay, and that's it. That worked. I said I have a personal um, carinho, personal care, I don't know, with this guy. I remember some months ago I sent him a message. Today he's CTO in a big company, and and he said to me, Osvaldo, it doesn't matter when you need, but if you need something, you can text me. Okay, okay, this guy is amazing. He's amazing. Um, and about question number 7. I think that it can be the mix of these feelings, you know, depend of the wisdom of us, I would say, you know, because if we are able to think deeply about our values, maybe that can work as a self-reflection. But if we are just admirer in a far away, in a far away mode, I would say. I don't know if that would be effective for us. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know if you understood me, Young.
No, yeah, I totally understood you. And I agree with you. Yeah, maybe it's effective if we admire someone that's really far from us, but in an inspiring way, when we have an inspiration, as you said
Depend of our
about Ayrton
wisdom.
Senna. Sorry?
Depend of our wisdom.
Yeah,
I think
sorry. What
an
is
experience,
wisdom?
like Aparecida said, Aparecida or Michael said.
Mhm. What is wisdom? Wisdom is.
Sabedoria, I guess.
Oh, thank you. Let's put this in my dictionary.
I
It
think
was all.
I
Mhm.
researched some minutes ago.
Michael said yes, thank you. Yeah, and thinking about that, a very far inspiration that I have, it is and always be Viola Davis. I really love her. I will always say that in our immersions about inspiration and admiration, but because I love the way that she works and how she incorporates the role that she is playing that moment. I think that she's a brilliant woman, and mainly in How to Get Away with a Murder, because she was a very great lawyer. And I like when I am struggling in my job, I like to watch an episode of that series and take the power that she has to me, and try to wake up the next day and go for my job, I guess, with will, I guess. So it is an inspirational stuff, but she is far from me. I know that. But yeah, we have connection more or less. But thinking about this duality about distance and proximity, I have my boss, for example, because I really admire her. But it seems that I will not be able to achieve her, to be like her. And I think this is impossible to be like your boss or someone that you really admire. And maybe from this, we have this distance. But I will keep trying because thinking about the question number 7, for example, this admiration that I have about her make me try to make me a better professional, I guess. I can see my lacks. I can see the ways that I can improve working with her. And this generating me a self-reflection, and I try to improve it, I guess. So she's a good example to me, a good person to admirate. But at the same time, I see that she's not everything that I want to be, for example. Because of this, I have this other professor, Luciana, that has a personal life, I guess, and she can manage it. I don't know. It's nice to admire a lot of people because you can pick something from each person, different person, and build yourself, maybe. But yeah. And well, now it's Aparecida turn. Aparecida, please, the question number 10. I will change a little bit, but have you ever felt that someone admire you? Is the first question because we are admiring people, but have you ever felt that someone admire you and how this make you feel comfortable, uncomfortable, how it was this experience in your life?
Well, I thinking about this, I don't have had this experience. Someone who admires me make me uncomfortable. No, I believe someone admire me, but it's in the healthy way. I don't have problem with this until this moment. uh, if this person have some kind of admiration I don't agree with, I don't know. I don't know, but sometimes happen. But until now, I don't feel something like this uncomfortable with someone's admiration. I don't have this feeling until now. For me, it's okay.
But taking out the uncomfortable word, have you ever felt that someone admired you? And do you have some example, some moment that you could share with us, taking out the uncomfortable part, I guess.
Well, I remember some examples in my job, some colleagues, I believe. I feel good when I can be an example, a good example for someone. Sometimes I'm very critical with myself, and I believe I'm not like an example for no one, but because I'm very hard with myself. It's sometimes not interesting for me, but I am trying change this. But in general, in my job, I have the experience help someone. I like to help the others in general. When this person asks me for help, I help. I teach you. I don't have problem to uh, transmit what I know to the other. I don't feel like some persons fear to pass what I know, and the others discard me or something like this, or prefer the other. I don't have this kind of problem. I teach what I know without problem. I believe it's because of this. I have some colleagues who admire me, and I feel good when I help someone to grow up. You understand? And these persons go away and go in front and have what they want in their professional life. For me, it's so good. I feel good when I look for this, and uh, know I help in some points. Of course, the persons arrive there because they're effort, but I help in some point, a little point with this situation. For me, I believe it's this. I feel gratitude when I can help and teach someone.
Yeah, that's nice. And your answer make me think that we admire people, but we never think as ourselves as a point of admiration, I guess. But we are in some moments for some people. We can be this person that someone admires, you know. I don't know why we think that we are not, but I'm sure that a lot of people admire you, Aparecida. And you, Osvaldo, do you see yourself as a source of admiration for other people? And about the question, have you ever felt someone admire you? So admire you, not necessarily in an uncomfortable way. You are on mute.
Oh, okay. Thank you for advice me. Girls, it's hard for at first. It's hard to choose a specific person to answer any question related that. For example, in this room, I admire all of you because we are here so early and cold here in Brazil, or so hot in your region, and we are here in improving ourselves. So for me, it's a reason to admire you, you know. So all of us are brave. So, well, answering this question, yeah, I have to say I'm glad to say that I have some people that I feel that used to inspire me. I'd like to bring two of them. Firstly, my stepson. One day we talked about we are joking, and I said, "Oh, I'm a stupid guy." I don't remember related to what topic we talked, but he said, "No, you're not stupid. You're so intelligent, wisdom person, and I really admire you." And he said to me the way that he said to me this sentence. I felt he was angry with me when I said I was stupid, you know? So, and another person that I think it was related to, I was teaching him a subject at the school, a school subject, you know? He was in a hard moment to understand something. I think it was something related math, and I've teach him a little bit my knowledge about that. And he said to me, I was able to be a teacher. I really like that. And another person was a guy that I've met I've met him in a virtual environment playing games. He is a brother of a colleague that I had long years ago. I don't remember exactly when. And a lot of time he decided to become developer because of mine. He said that to me. I really admire you, the way that you live the life, the passion that you put in this field. So I'm inspired by you. He said to me that more than one time, you know. So yeah, I think that's it. I have another examples, but I think that those are enough for a while.
Yeah, you are an inspiring person as well. Congrats about that.
Thank
You're
you.
a rock, man. Um, I work at teaching for a long time. So, and I think that when you are a teacher, you are in a position to be admired for children, because some people admire acknowledgement. And I'm not saying that I am a person that have a lot of acknowledgement, but when you are in a teacher position, you are in there to pass the acknowledgement and so on. And maybe this generates a lot of acknowledgement, no, admiration and inspiration too. I work in a Cursinho Popular to prepare people to get into the university, mainly poor people. And in there, I already was in the university. So I think because of that, I was a point of admiration. But it was a good admiration because I could no, pull. I could bring people from the Cursinho to the university. So it was an admiration that could help them, not just a far admiration that it's something that you can't achieve. They could achieve that. So it was a very beautiful admiration, I guess, or a way to inspire people, I guess. But at the same time, I feel I did this with my cousin too. She's working a lot now, trying to get into the university. And I know that part of this is because of me, because I was, I think, the first one at my house, at my family, to get into a public university, and she's trying to do this now. And maybe this admiration came from someone that could break some barriers, I guess, and show to her that it was possible to do that too, and that she were capable to do that. But at the same time, it's heavy to be a point of admiration because it seems that you can't make a mistake. It seems that you can't fail, because a lot of people is watching you and admiring you, but I don't know, maybe, I don't know. They don't know who I am inside of my
That's a
head,
big
I guess.
responsibility. That's a big responsibility.
Yes, it's a huge responsibility as well, I agree. So it's yeah, we have a duality in there. It's nice, we can inspire people, but at the same time it's heavy. But we can make the world better. I don't know, but make some word better, some people word better, I guess.
Can I add something in this conversation?
Sure.
About my career repositioning, I decided to take risk because, as you know, I work in a company, and I don't know. I feel that maybe they are disagree with my behavior and maybe fired me in some time. That's a risk to have that. So I know that. But if I want to go out of my comfort zone, I need to put myself in risk. There is no choice if we want to give a step up in our lives, you know? So I don't know if that will work. Maybe someday we will see on the host group, oh, I'm unemployed right now. Maybe it could be because I need to say clearly that I'm open to job in another regions and time zones. So it's hard, But I decided to put myself in this risk. I think it's the only way to grow up.
Okay, but if you got fired, are you gonna have insurance for a time or no?
Yeah, a little bit time, yeah.
Okay, nice. You're nice. Nice to
Yeah,
know that. Nice to
I
know
did
that.
a emergence reserve, but
Mhm.
yeah, in Brazil it's hard. The market is hard, so yeah, I need to do that, Yanka. I don't have, I have no choice. My perspective.
Okay, man. Gonna work. Gonna work.
Yeah, let's try that.
Um, well, guys, we are almost in the end. I hope that you enjoyed this immersion. It was a really inspiring immersion in my perception. Um, I hope that you see yourselves as a point of inspiration and admiration for other people. I think you already know that, do that, but let's improve it. Thank you very much for today and see you next week or tomorrow, if I may.